everyone, welcome to this week's session. I hope everyone is feeling well and healthy and ready to move. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Linaja. I'll be a yoga teacher for the next half hour or so. And yeah, this week's session is going to be an explosive session. I did a poll on my Instagram this week, asked if you guys would be interested, and 100% of people said they would be interested. So that's what we're doing today. So the explosive session is going to be more of a cardio session. In the word explosive, there'll be some jumping, there'll be more fast movement between poses. So it is going to be a bit of a more fast-paced sequence. We are going to slow down, so we're not going to be jumping, fast-paced, doing things the entire time. So what we'll do is we'll slowly, or maybe not slowly, but we'll come into a pose, and then I'll show you guys what we're going to do. You'll follow with me so that our bodies are familiar with what is going to happen, and then we'll pump up the pace. So that's basically the structure of how it's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to get started the same way we usually do. So we still want to have a calm sense of mind. Even though our bodies aren't going to be so calm, our minds want to still be calm. And in the beginning, we're just going to work through some ankle exercises just to warm up the body, get the body ready to move, and then we'll get into it. All right. So just quietening the mind, bringing your mind into your space, and we leave anything and everything that does not serve you, that you don't need right now, outside of this space. Coming to find awareness in the now, in the right now. Anything that and everything that is not here and now is left outside of your space, outside of your mind. Bringing the mind into the body, making sure we're relaxed through the body. So checking through the face, releasing through the jaw, down through the torso, the shoulders, the arms. And we can do this scan at any point in the day, because often we tend to be frowning, or our shoulders are up towards our ears or something like that without us even noticing. So just doing a quick scan through the body, intentionally releasing any tension that you might be holding, can be very beneficial at any point in your life, not just before yoga. Starting to bring awareness to the breath. And then setting an intention for the practice ahead. And then bringing the awareness to the breath, starting to take deep breaths into the belly. And as we exhale, we push the belly back in. Breathing. Taking deep, slow breaths. Getting a lot of oxygen into the body. The more oxygen we can breathe, the less sore we'll be tomorrow. Although I don't really expect us to be sore tomorrow. Taking deep breaths. And then if you aren't already, coming sideways on your mat. So we're going to move with our breath. I'm on a bit of a slope. So coming to sit on your toes. We're going to do our ankle exercises like I said. So bring the arms out in front of you. Inhale, come back. And then come back forward. Release the feet. Lean back a little bit to get a stretch through the ankles. Come back up, tuck the toes. Coming flat onto the feet, and then we come back. Sitting onto the ankles. Leaning back a little bit, getting a stretch. If you'd like to place the hands behind you, you can. Up onto the toes, back. Forward again, untuck the toes. Leaning back to get the stretch. We're going to do it 2 more times. Coming up onto the toes, leaning back. And then coming back forward, sitting onto the heels, and coming back. Our last time, tuck the toes. Come back onto the heels, back forward, sitting onto the heels, and then leaning back. And then inhale, come forward. You can place the hands on the floor now. You don't really need the balance. And then we'll come down onto our bums. So of course we just want to wake up the body before we go. So we're going to do a few bridge poses just to wake up through the thighs. So leaning back, bringing the feet in, see if you can touch your heels. Trying to somehow, even though you can't see your feet, trying to get the feet to be parallel. Placing the hands onto the floor, inhale. On your exhale, lifting up the hips. Breathing here. And release. Inhale, exhale, lift up the hips. This time, see if you can lift up one leg. Starting to activate through the legs even more. Release the leg, and then the other leg comes up. Breathing, and release that leg. Pushing the hips up into the air, and then release. Hug the knees in just for a second. And then we'll stretch through the backs of the legs just slightly. So straighten one leg. And then slowly stretching through the front leg. Swapping legs. And other leg again. So you might not have noticed it, but this is already a warm-up for one thing that we're going to do. Swapping to the other leg if you haven't already. And then placing the hands just slightly underneath the bum. You want to make sure you've got a flat back. You don't want a gap between your back and the floor. One leg up, other leg down. So we're going to pump the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest comes up. Make sure you're flexing through the core, pulling the stomach in, breathing. And then bringing the knees in, taking a break. We're going to do it again. Breathe. Legs up. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulling in the belly. Breathing. And then hugging the knees. Placing the hands behind the knees. We're going to roll. Give ourselves a bit of a back massage. But what we're going to do is we're going to roll all the way forward and come to standing. If you can. Ooh. Yeah, doing this on on a slope really isn't the best thing. So now we're standing. Inhale, bend knees, bringing arms next to ears into our chair pose. Here what we're going to do is we're going to jump our feet into a yogic squat. We're going to allow the bum to come all the way down. So just start by stepping the feet out. Bum comes all the way down. And then we're going to jump back up into our chair. Alright, so you ready? We're going to do it 10 times. Inhale, come up, down, up, down, up, 3. You can place the hands at your heart if you want. And then resting in your yogic squat. It's coming all the way down. Taking a breath. With this one as well, we're going to do it twice. So use this as your break. When we get into it again now, we're not going to go in slowly. We're going to jump straight in. Hence the explosive sequence. So, arms up or at your heart. Inhale and up. And again, rest in your squat, in your yogic squat. Taking a breath, place the hands on the mat, step or jump the feet back into your plank. Inhale up here, exhale chaturanga, inhale up. Exhale into your down dog. Take a few breaths here before we move into the next movement. Alright, so next up, we're going to go into mountain climbers. So first, let's prepare ourselves. Inhale, bringing up the right leg, bring it into your chest. See if you can touch your nose. Come back up, release it. And other side, inhale, bringing up the left leg. Exhale into your nose and back up and release it. So we're not going to be lifting the leg every time. That was just for a little bit of extra. So inhale, come into your plank. We're going to come into our mountain climbers. We're going to do 20. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, go. And then coming back up into your downward dog once you've done that. The next round, we're not really going to do mountain climbers, but we're going to do something very similar. So again, inhale, this time starting with the left leg, bring it up. And then to the elbow, to the other elbow, middle, up, release. So we're going to do that, but a bit more fast paced. Let's go into the right side. Inhale, up. Exhale, right elbow, left elbow, middle, and up. So this one's going to need quite a bit of coordination. You don't have to worry about the middle one, but the intention is that we go elbow, elbow, and step the foot back. So this one we're going to do 20. So inhale, come forward. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3, go. And then coming back into your downward dog, inhale, come up onto your toes, rest in your child's pose. Just for a quick rest. Inhale, coming back up into your downward dog. And again, inhale, right leg up, and then step it in between the hands. Inhale, come up into your high lunge. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale into your twist. So left elbow onto right knee. So here what we're going to do is we're going to pump the back leg in. So if you don't feel like you have enough balance, up on your hands, placing the left hand down, right arm up. And if it's still too much, you can place the right arm down. Still try to maintain the shoulders pointing a certain direction. We're going to do 10 of these. So inhale. 1, 2, 3, go. 1. And then rest in your twist. You can bring the hands down if you want to do an extra rest, straightening the leg. Of course, everything we have to do twice. So we're going to go into it again. So into your twist, your version. Inhale. 3, 2, 1, go. Pull in the stomach. And stepping the foot back, release the hands down onto the floor, step the foot back. Back into your downward dog. If you'd like to stretch through the quad, you can lift up the right leg. Just bend through the knee. Get a slight stretch, maybe not enough. Don't worry, we'll do a stretch later. And then we're going to do the other side. So lifting up the left leg, bring it into your chest and step it forward. Inhale, arms come up. Inhale, grow tall. On your exhale, coming into your twist. Again, choose where you want to be. Inhale. 3, 2, 1, go. And then release or rest. Again, if you'd like, you can place the hands on the floor, straighten the front leg for a quick break. If you're in your break, coming back forward. And you don't have to take a break if you want to push yourself. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, 10. And then release the hands down, step the foot back into your downward dog. Take a rest. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale into a child's pose. Inhale, roll the spine, come up. Come onto your bum. Ooh. we're going to come into our boat pose. I'm going to turn around for this one because the slope is not helping me. So bringing up the knees, bringing up the heels. Arms are either here, helping you balance, or if you need some support, placing them on the floor behind you. So what we're going to do is we're going to straighten one leg and then bring it back, straighten the other leg and bring it back. Slope really wasn't a good idea. So then this one we're going to do fast. So inhale 10 times. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, go. Bring the knees up, rest them, or you can just stay up balancing before we go for our second round. Up to you. And coming for the second round, make sure to start with the other leg this time. Inhale and go. And then come into your rest. Come onto your back and we're going to roll ourselves up. So we're just coming onto our backs just to get some momentum. And then we're going to come up to standing. Woo! I'm going to come to the side of my mat. And then of course, we have to do something with actual jumps. So that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to start from our yogic squat. So bringing the legs out, come down into your squat. Pushing the knees out at first, puffing out the chest. Breathing. And then we're going to jump. This one we'll do 10. So you're gonna jump as hard as you can all the way up. So inhale, 3, 2, 1, go. And coming down into your squat. Taking a rest before we do again. All right, I hope you've caught your breath. Now we're going to do it again. So inhale, 3, 2, 1, and go. And resting in your squat, inhale, come up, heel to the feet together, stretching through the backs of the legs. You can grab onto your elbows here, rest the head, catch your breath. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. If you'd like to jump, you can jump back or step into your plank. Inhale, exhale, coming down, and inhale up. Exhale into your child's pose. And then on your inhale, we're going to roll the spine, come come forward on your mat if you need to. We're going to lean back into our quad stretch. So if you can sit all the way onto your bum, then do that. Otherwise, just sitting on your heels. Inhale, and then come back. So either you're resting on your hands, you're coming down onto your elbows, or if you can, you're going to come all the way back onto your back. And if you still want more from this, you're going to bring one leg out from underneath, place it on the floor, and you're going to push the hips up while still maintaining to keep the knee down onto the floor. You'll just have to make sure to do both sides. It's a bit more tricky to get onto the other side. Ooh. Make sure that you're breathing wherever you are. If you're on your back, starting to push up onto your elbows. If you're on your elbows, pushing up onto your hands. And if you're on your hands, coming forward onto your hands and knees. Twist through the ankles. Breathing. Coming over onto your bum. Leaning back. Hugging one knee in. Straightening the other leg, resting it on the floor. Breathe. Bring the knee up above the hip. Other arm comes out. Inhale. Exhale into your twist. And the hand is looking towards the stretched out, the head is looking towards the stretched out hand. And then come over, opening up the hip. Breathing. And then bring the knee back in, swap knees. So now straightening out the leg that was bent. Always starting off by giving yourself a hug. Bring the knee up, other hand comes out. Inhale and exhale into your twist. Bringing the knee over, taking deep breaths. And then inhale, coming over, opening up the hip. And then bring the knee in, bringing in the other knee as well. We're going to come into our happy baby. So feet are up towards the sky. Soles of the feet are pointing up towards the sky. Holding on to the outsides of your feet and pulling the knees into your armpits. You can sway side to side here. And then releasing the legs down. Arms come down, palms facing upward, feet are laying open, shoulders away from the ears, lifting up the head, bringing the chin in and dropping the head back down. Coming to relax through the body. So in this time, we allow the mind to settle, and we allow the practice to settle into our bodies. So really allowing the entire body to loosen, doing a quick scan through the body, making sure you're not holding any tension through the body. Once you're done with your scan, acknowledging that the body is relaxed, and then we come to relax through the mind, and we do so by focusing on the present moment. And in this present moment, all that we are doing is laying on the floor and breathing. So we pay attention to the breath, feeling the air as it comes in and as it comes out of the nostrils, feeling as the belly rises and falls with each breath. If you'd like to stay here for longer, please do. Otherwise, if you're waking up with me now, starting to wiggle through the fingers and the toes, flopping the feet side to side, flopping the head side to side. And whenever you feel ready, we bring up the knees, turning over onto one side, pushing ourselves up to seated. Taking some time of quietness for yourself. Hands to the sides, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, the hands come down to your heart. And our last time, biggest breath. And exhale, hands come down to your heart. Taking some time to reflect back on the intention that you may have set at the beginning, and to thank yourself for dedicating this time to your mind and to your body. And I thank you for joining me. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to those of you who voted. And thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this, let me know so that I can do another one. If you don't request another one, I might not do another one. So if you are feeling this one and you want some more, I'll do another one for you guys. Otherwise, yeah. Have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.